That's so real.
All right. What's going on? Shout outs to everybody in the building. I am your gracious host, right back at the helm of today's show. Got a great show for you guys today. Coming off of a marathon stream. Hit the like button, y'all. Support the show on the way in by sharing the show, liking the show, and hitting the Cash App. Most definitely hit that Cash App. We are here as Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. What's going on? Shout outs to Tony Anthems in the building. Shout outs to David Akisanya in the building. Shout outs to Chris G in the building. Shout outs to the beautiful beach in the building. Shout outs to UFO Kamikaze in the building. Shout outs to Bronze Flat Power God in the building. Shout outs to Aaron B in the building. Shout outs to James Keels in the building. Shout outs to big old player Devin D in the building. Devin D in the place to be. You dig? Shout outs to my bro LT Man. LT Man, if you can drop your links in the chat so I can copy them, and I will have them available on the future shows. I'm getting everything ready off air to run a advertising campaign. So definitely I will need those links if you're in the building still. Shout outs to Paul Hightower. Shout outs to my bro Raven Knight in the building. Yes, sir, Steve. Shout outs to Nightish in the building. Shout outs to Chris G in the building. Okay, we here as Player Talk Radio. Oh man, what a day. Yeah, I saw UFO Kamikaze that lead attorney did some type of content. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Hold up. God damn, hit my arm. Hold on. So people are still talking about P. Diddy. People are still talking about P. Diddy. I remember a while ago, Aunt Glizzy shared a story about P. Diddy and how he okay, that's what's up. Shout outs to Devin D. That's what's up. You should check out. Shout outs to Paul Hightower in the building. What's going on, player? You should check out my third shift shows. It's risky. Is very similar to my old school third shift shows. Y'all check out the third shift. We have a playlist of a lot of the legendary third shift shows. So make sure you guys check those shows out. I want to do some third shift replays, but YouTube been copywriting me on my own show. So I'm going through, bogus time with YouTube. So absolutely, if you guys could hit the Cash App and support the show, that would be very much appreciated, because there's a lot going on the back end that I can't really talk about right now, not on this platform. But we're going to get to it. Don't trip. Okay, it's Player Talk Radio. Yeah, I remember Aunt Glizzy was telling the story about how Diddy, in his words, hung Wale off a balcony. And you have Cassie's friend coming forward saying that Diddy hung somebody off a balcony, but she's not saying that it was Wale. She said that it was a woman. And then also, people are saying that it was two separate incidents and stuff like that. And all I got to say about that is that, nowadays, we're just going to hear a bunch of stories coming out about Diddy. And people are going to call him guilty, whether he's guilty or not. You know what I'm saying? People are just going to now just believe everything because they seen the video. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Pay me $30 million to get kicked in the ass twice. And yanked up a little bit. You dig? But that shit is dead, man. People are getting mad at a boy for being a bad boy. People are more mad at Diddy than they are at their family members. I seen Vlad ask Lil Boosie about Diddy, assaulting Cassie, and Boosie got endless songs about him assaulting, his girlfriends, So you got people that assault their spouses, like I said, commenting on Diddy assaulting his spouse. And it's funny because it happened back in 2016 and people are treating it like it's relevant. You know what I'm saying? What were you doing in 2016? Did somebody have a camera on you in 2016? You dig what I'm saying? 2016 was a rough ass year. And not saying that what he did is right. Like I said, Diddy's a piece of shit. But what do you expect? Sex, drugs, rock and roll. Also, not even just on some Zodiac shit. Some years be rough, y'all. Some years you just got to be on some gangster shit, for real. Some years you get to chill. Some years you just got to be on some wild nigga shit. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like, you got to look at it like, I was telling you guys about the Zodiac sign stuff not too long ago. And you had GG33 and a couple of people that I had that we were talking about. And they were talking about your birth year, how you got your life path number, and then like this year is the year of the dragon. This year, money should be the focus. You know what I'm saying? This year should be a year where you should make money. And I'm not telling y'all to believe in no damn zodiac signs or nothing like that, but you have years where you would prosper. Your birth year, if you were born in the year of the dragon, this will be your it should be a good year for you. And certain people, if you're the opposite sign, this is the Chinese zodiac, by the way, of the dragon, this will be an enemy year. You know what I'm saying? So some people, go through an enemy year. You know what I'm saying? When I looked at the dates of the enemy year, is weird. You know what I'm saying? I started Player Talk Radio in my enemy year, which is crazy. My graduation year was my enemy year. Like a lot of different little BS, started to line up. Yeah, dragons are supposed to be powerful. Dragons are supposed to be koi fish that swam against the currents, and when they get to the top of the river or the stream, you know what I'm saying, they're supposed to turn into dragons. This is why dragons and fish got scales. Pay attention. But there's gonna be some years, y'all, where y'all just gonna have to stay indoors. Y'all gonna have to sit it out. Y'all gonna have to really, there's gonna be some years that's gonna that's gonna test you. Yeah, Diddy does some gangster shit. But everybody likes a gangster until he gotta be gangster, which is insane. That rappers that rap about harming people all the time, all of a sudden got a heart and shit. And a lot of people are saying that Cassie's not innocent also. They said that when Diddy was going in on not even just going in, but they said when he was beefing and doing stuff to Kim Porter, his deceased ex-wife, they said Cassie was in on it also. Cassie was laughing at her. Cassie helped torture her. Now I don't know how true that is, allegedly, by the way, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cassie was laughing at Kim Porter or beefing with Kim Porter or was in on certain things. So y'all got to pay attention. The reason why I know these stories and how this shit goes better than most of the people that y'all gonna listen to delivering this quote unquote Diddy content is that we know the game. And did you guys know that when you have madams, which are a completely different entity than a pimp, when they used to bust the pimps, especially the black pimps, because black pimping can't really get off the curve. They're relegated to the curve, whereas with white pimping, they could start a bunny ranch. They could start whorehouses. They could start a lot of different things. The black pimp, if he wanted to start a whorehouse, he couldn't stay at his whorehouse. He had to be constantly on the move because it can't be said that he owned that whorehouse. He would get knocked way faster than a white pimp. So a lot of black pimps had madams. And madams are way worse than pimps. for various reasons. But when a whorehouse would get knocked, the police was really just adamant about getting the black man in jail. And they would treat the madame, who was more stomped down and effective than the pimp, they would treat her as a victim. They would treat her as one of the hoes. They would treat her as a victim. They would treat her as one of the hoes. So when the madame, got knocked, like I said, they would treat her as a victim. And they would treat her as, one of the hoes. So she would get sent scot-free, right along with the hoes, and continue to run the operation. Not like she's going to get any time anyway. To say Cassie wasn't a madame, to say Oprah ain't a madame, to say R. Kelly's wife ain't a madame, to say a lot of women that are madams ain't madams, well, goddamn, it's crazy. But that's the game. And for some reason, black people have a habit of building people up in order for the next generation to tear them down. And the world is so backwards because when things are in context, they incentivize you to keep doing things. And then time comes in where things are out of context. And now you're wrong. So the same black people that will encourage you to say, hey, do this, hey, do that, will eventually turn against you for the same thing that you're doing. The same thing that'll rope a chick is the same thing that'll lose a chick. The same thing that'll take you there will take you out of there. So you have to be very tactful. You got to be very tactful. Even with your own quote unquote success. Because people might not like the measures that you have to take to become successful, even though they don't know your life and how you became successful, no matter how much they think they know you. And then people will judge you. People will judge you on what you do to keep your success. People will judge you on what you do to keep your success. So again, you got to be careful, and you got to be super careful with the people that quote unquote was rooting for you to be successful. And the sad part is that you may have to go do some gangster shit. I mean, you might have to go do some gangster shit from time to time. People might feel that they can play with you. Or feel that they can steal from you. So it's a dirty game. Y'all hit the like button. An hour into the madness is Player Talk Radio. Let's get into the content for today. We got some stuff to go over. Let's get it. It's Player Talk Radio. Give me 1 second.
Why beat bitches? Well, somebody got to do it. Guys, you ever be arguing with your bitch and you be thinking to yourself, damn, I want to knock the shit out this hoe, but you scared to risk it? Well, I like to gamble. And for all y'all who think I'm some woman beater, I'm not. In my 36 years of living, I only hit 5 bitches. If you smoke 5 cigarettes in 36 years, are you really a smoker? Plus, I only hit bitches in self-defense. I believe that if a bitch hit me, she better have a dinner plan. Not only do I believe in hitting bitches back, I believe that beating bitches is progressive. It's 2024. Niggas and bitches are equal. So if you ain't treating your bitch like a man, then you being sexist. And I know the right thing to do when the situation get violent is to walk away. It's 4 billion other bitches out here on this planet. But I like my punching bag. Game is game.
Brianna Hampton.
She just pepper sprayed me. She just pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house.
I can't keep following me.
No, I ain't following you nowhere. No, I don't have a gun. You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything.
Please hurry.
Yeah, please hurry, because she's crazy. Please hurry, she's crazy.
Thank you.
Please hurry up, she's crazy.
I can't keep following.
No, I'm not. I'm upstairs. You downstairs. Do what you do. No, I'm not. Do what you do. I'm way up here. Do what you do.
404-416-1389. Brianna Hampton.
She just pepper sprayed me. She just pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house.
I can't keep following me.
No, I ain't following you nowhere. No, I don't have a gun. You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything.
Please hurry.
Yeah, please hurry, because she's crazy. Please hurry, she's crazy.
Thank you.
Please hurry up, she's crazy.
I can't keep following.
No, I'm not. I'm upstairs. You downstairs. Do what you do. No, I'm not. Do what you do. I'm way up here. Do what you do.
So either way, how you talk about these situations, you're wrong. Either way, how you talk about these situations, you're wrong. So speaking of being right yesterday can make you wrong tomorrow. There was a Manosphere male supremacy list that was put out. Mediocre Tutorials talked about it. And then last night we shared a show with Abba and Preach. Abba and Preach talked about it. And then recently, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews did another video of it, saying that Abba and Preach reacted to his male supremacy list that he's on. And it's funny because you have content creators like Abba and Preach and people like LTTV and Duke and Don and all these other people that do exposed content believe that they're safe and they're not going to get called red pilled or male supremacist also. Like I said, now you got this new term called RIM, which is Red Pill Incel Manosphere. But check this out.
Listen, before we get started, shout out to Abba and Preach for reacting to this whole male supremacy index, male supremacy score. I'm sure, my guess is that they looked at the content and they saw what was happening and they thought to themselves, how can we do a neutral commentary over something that is obviously an issue. So while I think they did a fantastic job to highlight that this is happening, I'm going to go in a little bit more detail to what I think is happening. Now, within that being said, I will leave a link in the description box down below that I responded to all of this government-funded NGO stuff and took apart piece by piece their case study and demonstrated exactly why it is so biased, exactly how they rated me number 2 above. We're gonna go in it, but let me also share this. Than me, I demonstrated all of that case study and demonstrated exactly why it is so biased, exactly how they rated me number 2 above other content creators that are way more firebrands within the space than me. I demonstrated all of that, along with detailing that if you rank me number 2 as a male supremacist, that should automatically invalidate. Nevertheless, we're gonna get active. We're gonna go in it, but let me also share this thought as well, because I've had a couple of weeks to just sit and think about all of this. And the thought or the emotion that I feel, we don't talk about emotions a lot on this channel, do we? But the emotion that I feel after all of this has happened is really just disappointment. Why is it that I feel disappointed? Well, for something that you spend so much time doing, that you have so much of your hours, your finances, right? How you provide for your family wrapped up in, you know what? Bump me, forget me, pretend like it was you. Pretend of the things that you do within your life, the amount of hours that you put into it, the money that you can make from it to support your family, to find out that ideals of what Andrew Tate is talking about, that there's a matrix, right? That there's a government-funded organization that has determined that bump whatever you do, and the ways that you do it, we are going to stop at nothing to silence you, to spend tax dollars, government funding, to figure out how to silence you through diverting traffic away from you or slowing your growth. And really the feeling of disappointment is thinking through, where would this platform be if this targeted effort never happened? Nevertheless, let's go through the reaction, because watching them react to it actually brought up additional thoughts that I think can provide a lot of color to the situation. So without further ado,
the gist of it is this: they got government-funded programs to get red pillars out of here and get them demonetized or whatever it is. On their scale, you'd be male supremacy.
No, you would.
No, on their scale, you would become. You just saying what you said is male supremacy.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
On their scale, it is.
Right,
No,
Raven?
Yeah. Okay.
I love that they put that part in the beginning, because there goes the issue with this whole thing. When you have a term such as red pill, where there's 1,000 different definitions from it, some people describing it as a hate for women, other people describing it as the truth. Some people say an understanding of dynamics between male and female, while others saying that it's an incel hate group that leads to young men becoming school shooters. But God forbid that you get that label like Abba was just trying to label Preach, because if you do, male supremacist. Shit, didn't Abba in manosphere or misogynistic people by H3H3?
These guys are honestly as bad, and in some cases worse, because I see them serving as a gateway into this really toxic manosphere, phobic, misogynistic
people who aren't racist, who aren't misogynist, are tired of being called fucking racist, misogynist pieces of shit by people like you. Because people are tired of being like, feel like they're racist, misogynist pieces of shit from the social justice warrior movement, where you can't possibly say anything without offending someone. This cult of outrage, people are sick of it.
women be trying to ruin men's lives. It's just what they do.
I'm gonna go out of my way to lie.
I don't like him, so I'm just gonna go lie about him helping me.
That is such an insanely hurtful thing to say about any woman ever. It's a very humiliating experience for for anyone to assume that like someone claiming being a victim or surviving something is them like wanting to boost their ego is so incredibly wrong and uninformed that like you 1,000,000% should not be making content about this, because you're teaching young men who don't know anything about this, and then you're telling young women to not talk to each other, to not talk to anyone, to not tell anyone that something happened, because idiots like you.
But that's the problem, is that regardless of what you believe or what you say, you could be labeled something and that could be weaponized against you.
Okay, this one's a weird one. In 2023, a CVE organization called Peril at America University was awarded $750,000 under the DHS TVT program to inoculate teens against extremism.
I didn't actually know this in my original reaction, that they were given that amount of money to waste.
This program is overseen by MSNBC columnist Cynthia Miller Idris. You may remember her from when she was recently flamed by Elon Musk for her article relating physical fitness to white supremacy.
Physical fitness to white supremacy, just to help you understand the ridiculousness of where we are. Well, let's keep going.
The grant proposal states it will use short-form video inoculation strategies to interrupt pathways to violent extremism, and that Peril's the organization, has teamed up with Google's Jigsaw and with media production company called Long Story Short Media to do this. Among the target populations for Peril program are content creators and social media influencers who are trained in the techniques of narrative storytelling, short-form video, evidence-based inoculation style scripting, and production. Also redacted from the application is the name of a YouTube influencer with 585,000 subscribers who agreed to support their project by producing and training others. Okay. Now, what are they targeting? Diverting Hate used something called the male supremacy scale to give each of these creators an extremism score. The goal of the DH campaign was to suppress the growth of targeted creators. I'm going to read the next part, but I want you to read the names that are on this list on the website.
Sandman, The Real MTR.
You know who that is?
It's mediocre.
Yeah.
Legion of Men.
Yeah. The absolute surprise in the way that Preach read that, The Real MTR, I think says a lot, but let's keep going.
Rational Male. Fresh and Fit Clips.
Oh, Fresh and Fit's in there?
Fresh and Fit Clips.
No, they got
That's
Fresh
why
and-
I laughed.
Yeah.
Rich Cooper Channels. Just Pearly Things. Steph is Cold. Aaron Clary. Araco TV. 21 Studios.
DH notes that they were unable to run the campaign on a few of their planned targets due to YouTube demonetization.
Yeah.
That means that these people are getting money together to try to get these people demonetized or using government-funded programs to do so.
By the way, when I see Fresh and Fit Clips up there, it makes me think that they utilize AI to write a majority of their article. I can't prove that right now, but why would they put in the Clips channel and not the main channel?
Later in the report, they claim that demonetization doesn't slow the growth of large channels, and they use this to advocate for demonetizing creators when they're still small and unable to fight back. Okay, I can tell you this right now. Demonetization absolutely hurts the growth of channels.
They're wrong.
Look at all the channels that got demonetized, and I can assure you they've lost a lot of their luster, a lot of their will to even upload, and their reach. Go look at it. You'll notice there's a precipitous dive. It's normal because they start spreading to other platforms,
and then
the viewership also doesn't get recommended as often because YouTube doesn't make money. So they're not incentivized to pay these people or to advertise them to as many people as possible for reach because it doesn't make YouTube as much money. Now, the gist of it is this. They got government-funded programs to get red pillars out of here.
Which should absolutely frighten anybody that's looking at this video. This is not a YouTube thing. YouTube and I have had a fantastic relationship since the time that I've been up on this platform. This is a pressuring YouTube to fall in line thing sponsored by the government. We've talked previously about allowing free speech on YouTube, and I think the general consensus is that it's a private platform where you don't have to pass monetization requirements if you're not in line, where they could take away monetization from you or deplatform you if you go over the line. Cool. It's their platform. They can do what they want. But this is government funded, which brings into the question of First Amendment rights. These brothers are in Canada. I don't even know if Canada has a freedom of speech, but I know America does.
And get them demonetized or whatever it is. That is what is essentially claiming.
That's crazy.
Did you look at the scale too? On the right side of the scale, it says subscriber count increase in percentage. So they
look at them gays
like
right there,
tracking just how much they're growing. but they're just looking at subscriber count. They don't have any idea of viewership or how it works. Like if you look at just Pearly Things, her channel's like almost dead. She still makes growth because some of her shorts go viral, but her regular videos no longer get views.
Essentially, what Abba is saying here is that subscriber count is a vanity metric, and although your audience feeds a lot into what the subscriber count means, it doesn't have anything to do with how much money that you make or your reach or how active a community that you have. So the people who created this really don't even understand the metrics to determine success. Again, creating much more evidence to delegitimize the things that they are saying.
Yeah, that's why she was complaining recently about it, because she's just like, yo, I feel like I'm dying. The people don't pay attention to just Pearly. She was hitting 100,000 to 200,000 per video minimum.
Anymore.
Okay,
not anymore. 20
now she hits a 10K. She's lucky, and she's dropping like 4 videos a day. She's trying.
God damn. Yeah. So basically, just to sum it up, they have a program that is targeting people to get them demonetized.
Yep. It's basically slow down their reach, their ability to make money.
You have the potential of creating martyrs. Like that's what the potential of the potential you have of doing. It's not happening. So I'm not really a fan of that practice. I mean, if you get demonetized because you don't follow certain rules and regulation of the channel that you are on, I can understand that. Targeted and stuff, I'm not necessarily for it, but I do understand it. I understand why it's happening. I understand that things like that can happen. If you make noise in a way that people frown upon, or you're like, the message that you sent out there is there's some lies in there, and you're directing and you're steering people in some kind of direction that people are not going to like it. Well, then, yeah, it's the possibility that you're going to be targeted.
The issue with this, and it's such a slippery slope, I understand what Preach is getting at, but who is determining the lies? Who is determining what's wrong? There's a lot of guys that watch you guys that don't like what you do. You guys have a huge community of dope supporters, but you still got haters. And if those haters formed an organization.
Now, I was going to get into that. Point right there. If you know anything about content creating, you would know that hate and love damn near comes from the same vein. Your haters will watch and engage with your channel sometimes way more than your supporters, or just as much. You know what I'm saying? People that don't like you will keep an eye on you. And that's why, that's where that saying, if somebody ain't hating on you, you ain't doing something right. You can also say if somebody ain't loving you, you ain't doing something right neither. But that's neither here nor the price of tea of where I'm at. What I'm saying is, when that person is in charge of judging you and what you do, it's a problem. And then the fucked up part is that there's a bunch of other content creators in channels on this platform doing the same shit. Why are you focused on me? There's a bunch of people running around that actually support Diddy. There's a bunch of people that's running around that actually support whooping a woman's ass. There's a bunch of people running around that support these things. But people will focus on you for whatever reason. There's a bunch of people that's promoting incels. There's a bunch of people that's promoting violence. But people, for some reason, will focus on you. You. Little old you. There is way more channels that's promoting way more fucked up content. None of the black pill channels. I mean, Sandman ain't even black pilled. But, these are. All right, fuck it. Let me give y'all the game. Y'all hit the like button and support the show, because I'll be going out of my way to give y'all the real game. These are renegade, for the most part, white people. They just be throwing in a nigger or two and shit to kind of prove a point. These are renegade white people that can speak to white kids and suburb America, and actually the demographic of people that the workforce really needs to work. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking, if my primary audience, because it is for the most part, if my primary audience is, let's say, between 20 to 35 to, let's say, 40, 50, I'm talking to the group of people that America needs to fucking bust their ass at work to keep certain systems and things going. Okay? I'm talking to the actual prime audience that America is trying to get at to feed into the system. You know what I'm saying? To keep certain things well oiled and going. Furthermore, too, America has fucked up. I mean, you know, Generation Z and millennials have been through so much pandemics, so much war, so much economic crisis and inflation and all this other stuff. Like, the American people don't even believe in ownership anymore. The average American that probably does not know how to start or run a business has to learn and how to start and either have invested or something and learn how to run a business. You understand what I'm saying? Or invest in somebody that knows how to do that. And it's not because of Pearl. It's not because none of these people. It's because of America, honestly. Even if the red pill didn't exist, this type of reaction would exist. You know what I'm saying? This type of reaction would exist. So going after the people that's highlighting it, you know, they you know, they don't like Pearl because she's like that spoiled kid that you really can't sell nothing to. You know, she's like that spoiled kid that you really can't do nothing with. And kids like that of yesteryear never really had no influence. But the internet and the older people that's judging all of this shit don't really understand how the internet really works. And even the younger people and people that are interested in this type of content still don't understand how the internet works. The audience, no matter how much they engage in these discussions and stuff like that, don't understand how the internet really works. So, you know, this is kind of like the alarming fact that these people have this much influence when they really don't. That's how much they don't understand how it works. Is nothing quite short of funny. You understand what I'm saying? You got news publications, you got the Turks, you got extremists, you got racists, you got Anthony Bryan Logan, you got all of these other guys that just go super political. They ain't on these lists. Makes one question, what is it for? And what's the influence?
To hate and targeted you because of things that you have said, because you guys have controversial takes as well. I think you'll be less likely to understand silencing someone's opinion. When you tear out a man's tongue, you're not proving that he's a liar, but you're telling the world that you fear what he might say. We are officially in 1984.
There's definitely a possibility you're going to be targeted. In most society, that's how it works. That's what happened. If you do something and you bring too much noise in a sense that the general public doesn't really like the direction you're going, they're going to try to get you out there. Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised at all that this is happening. Yeah, I would see that happening. I think it's not the first time that stuff like that happens. If there's a message that they don't want out there, they're going to try to suppress it. They claim free speech, but when you deal with the government,
land of the free, home of the brave.
To be fair, I haven't triple checked all of these sources, so some of our information may be off on this. So I recommend you guys do go check it out yourselves. But I have never heard.
I have a link to the actual study in my school. Within my school community, where focus is going to be completely on self-development. Sorry, ladies, you guys are not allowed in, but we're going to be focused on financial fitness, identifying your purpose, enhancing your masculinity, as well as health and wellness. So if you guys are interested, click the link down below. Beam up, and I'll see you up there.
Heard the term male supremacy.
Yeah.
Is that a first for you?
Male supremacy? Yes.
They got. What do you think we getting on the male supremacy score?
We?
Yeah. Hold on, wait. Let me get a reference point. Pearl got like an 85. So I want to know what you think we would get. MTR got a 92.
God damn.
Listen, the goddamn. When I first watched this, I was rolling when I heard Priest say "goddamn" like that. That's the exact same way that I said it when I saw this shit. Goddamn, what in the world of inaccuracies is this shit? They got me above the young lady that says 16-year-olds are hotter than 26-year-olds. Yet the smooth brains rank me number 2, saying that I'm an advocate for violence, which I have never said on any video on my platform ever.
Mel got an 89. Fresh and Fit got an 88. So Fresh and Fit are less than MTR, apparently. Okay.
And less than
Just Partly Things got 85. Like I said, I think the big mistake for the Red Pill was trying to go mainstream, because then it made everyone pay attention and look at them, and then it exposed their hypocrisy and made them. A lot of people realize just how nefarious the movement is for a lot of people, and I think it brought over eyes that the movement didn't need. Now, me personally, outside of a few names on lists, the rest of them I could care less about. I don't know them, whatever. I'm not a big fan of the idea of government-funded programs being used to counteract this stuff. But I think it's an inevitable progression to what's already begun. Because if you think about any movement, you take the Tiki Torch back in the day, or a lot of like anti-hate groups or whatever it is, they all were born from the fact that an uprising was happening. And the same thing with this Red Pill stuff. The more mainstream became, the more scrutiny involved that started showing up in news clips. You see Just Pearly Things on Pierce Morgan, and she's saying all this stuff. It's naturally going to catch on that when young people are presenting this stuff as an issue at school, or their parents are, or the teachers are, now the government's going to get involved. Right? That's why you want to influence. Come to find out, that comes with responsibilities. And when those responsibilities come, there's going to be people who are going to hold you to account. The bigger you get, it's like making money. You want to make a certain amount of money, but once you get to that billionaire status or whatever the fuck it is, you have to understand you have a different relationship with the government. Yeah. You guys pay your taxes every year in April. They pay their taxes every month. Some of them every 2 weeks. Why? Because the government's not waiting. You guys look this up. If your business makes over a certain amount of money, you're paying taxes all the time. So your relationship with authority is completely different.
Oh, and they check on your ass.
That's it.
There's no slippage.
Yes.
You can't slip.
No.
They will catch you.
Right. And the same thing goes with influence. Once you get big enough, obviously it's going to attract all kinds of eyes. If Andrew Tate was never as big as he was, do you honestly think the sex trafficking case would have come from him? Probably not.
No.
But he invited the eyes on him. He wanted the influence, didn't show any of the responsibility to protect himself, had a whole course online self-snitching about what he's done in the past, and that brought upon this thing. Look at Diddy. Diddy got to skate by, played with too many people. Then his ex-wife came by. Instead of handling it quietly right away, he started to get nervous. What? This thing goes public, and what ends up happening? Now the FBI is like, hey, what's this about? Think about that. They didn't look at this at all. But if it became public enough and enough eyes look at it, then they're like, hey, let's take a look. And now Diddy's facing life in prison.
I understood the Andrew Tate comparison, but the Diddy one took me for a loop because he was already a major public figure before these allegations came out. Really, it wasn't until Cassie threatened a lawsuit, and because he has a gangster persona, I guess, behind the Hollywood lights, he was a gangster. A lot of people that had infractions against them because of Diddy never stepped or came forward. But point taken, Abba is saying that the problem with those that are considered to be within RP is that it went mainstream. And I sort of agree with his point, but I also have a hot take on this. While trying to go mainstreams, those that have the branding of Manosphere and RP were super irresponsible with their content. The Andrew Tates, the Sneakos, the Fresh and Fits, the Just Pearly. There's example after example. Sneeko being played on the Senate room floor after wilding out on his live streams. Fresh and Fit running around with KKK hoodies with all of the Frank Castles while the chats light up. It's easy to point a finger at that.
How about you get your fat ass up and get the fuck up out of here? Get the fuck out of here. How about that, bitch? We don't need you.
If you're leading men, there is more mature ways than to conduct yourself within conflict with a woman, and even to, again, a Pearl who writes on a t-shirt that women shouldn't vote. And to add fuel to that fire, the collaborative nature within the space of other content creators that refuse to hold them accountable, which is why I've worked actively not to collaborate with some of these content creators. And I also have a sneaking suspicion that some of their public perception is different than the way that they are privately. So when privately you could be friends, which in turn there's a want to support them for their public image and perception. So in order to stave off from that and to be objective in the way that I critique or criticize things, let me not even build that relationship to begin with. And I've made mistakes in that and publicly have accepted that by like distancing myself away from crazy ass Pearl. But what's interesting is that when you have the system of unaccountability, you begin to create like sort of this good old boys club, which is the opposite of what the Matrix is, in a much smaller way, creating the Matrix that you complain about. But I get it though, because there's been multiple decades of organizations like that is hell-bent on destroying the two-parent household. So you need teams. Shit, before Kevin Samuels died, I considered him a teammate, but I very much trusted Kevin Samuels' professionalism. He damn sure wasn't perfect, but he was brilliant enough to make it work. But the plan with Kevin was to continue to change the world, and especially the black male image, through media, which was previously destroyed.
Now, I know what War Master is talking about. He said an MTR wonders why people unsubscribe to him. MTR was going to dive into the manosphere. MTR wanted to dive into the manosphere. MTR reacted to other stuff and then just started reacting to nothing but strictly manosphere stuff. MTR wanted to dive into the manosphere. He backtracked. He was going to dive into the manosphere via Pearl. And before Pearl, he was going to dive into the manosphere via Kevin. No, MTR, you don't do this. Don't say that and don't do that. You were taking pictures with Dennis Sperling, Kevin Samuels, lead attorney, who dived into the manosphere also. It was you, Dennis Sperling, Kevin Samuels, and the lead attorney. Suited and booted. All right? Don't do that now. All right?
Destroyed through media. Instead of creating degenerate content, we chastised it. We held up a mirror to your reality, as ugly as it, or as average at best as your reality was, and the purpose was to help you get better results. But when Kevin went mainstream, when he was going up on places such as the Joe Budden's podcast, the T.I. podcast, interviews with Nicki Minaj, the list goes on, the music video with Future, the list goes on and on and on. He kept it professional. After his death, the new leaders increased notoriety through degeneracy while also not believing what they preach. Shout out to...
And you were one of them. Respectfully. You were one of them.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Don't run from it. You were one of them.
I'm sorry, Pops. You okay? Now this is what the music industry is all about.
Sergio's go crazy.
I love this game.
He's Jeffrey. Let's go.
Bye. No, I don't think so.
I know it's crazy. I've never run so fast in my life.
I don't have my luggage.
Your luggage will get you new luggage.
Where you going? Run all the way back to LA. Sergio is chasing us.
This is the longest hallway of all time.
It's Kubrickian. You cannot outrun me. I am black.
This Diddy shit exposing a lot of people. Let's get it.
Fresh, squirting in the guts of a Super Saiyan escort. Let's resume.
For years, they didn't look at it.
So you just got to understand, if you're going to be somebody in the public eye, one, make sure your closet's clean, and two, make sure your shit's bulletproof. And if you're not going to do that, understand that you're not just an entertainer. Okay, these people are not just out here telling jokes and then being innocuous. No, these guys are spreading an ideology, a movement, right? And they are trying to exert influence in a certain type of way, in terms of like really pushing their audiences to think a certain type of thing or whatever it is. And as a result of that, with that influence, is going to come a lot of scrutiny.
It's always been like that. When they heard about the Black Panthers, what the hell is all this? There's a lot of public eyes, and it's changing a lot of things that we don't want it to be changed. Boom. They try to do something about it. Oh, what is this? What is this new religion? Oh, that's kind of weird. Okay, yeah, they're weird. Boom. Every religion that came up and that was kind of weird, Scientology, they try to look at it as well because it was funny. They were under investigation every time you make noise and there's something someone comes out with like a special or a Netflix special or something like escaping.
So Pearl kind of comes off as that rich kid that got influence, because usually don't happen that way unless it's that one rich girl at a time that lasts for decades type thing, like the Paris Hiltons, the Kardashians. They don't usually look like Pearl, and they're usually airheads. They're usually airheads. So Pearl is like that rich kid that's grown, that a lot of people that are higher up feel that they need to discipline. They didn't really get on her case until she started hiring people. Think about it.
Diddy leaving Neverland, or someone's gonna look at it. It's like you said, whenever there's it's been like that.
It's really just a power of information. Who has control of the information and who has control in disseminating the information. For whatever reason, the media wanted to destroy Michael Jackson. I don't believe that he ever touched any goddamn kids, but the media wanted to destroy him while he was alive. And some would say probably successfully, probably the stress that was administered onto him for leading a public life, being a public figure, led to his drug addiction. But he who is in control of the information has all of the power.
Whenever there's a public eye, they're gonna be like, "What's that noise over there?" And then they're gonna come looking.
What do you think? Which thing we get?
If we're fair,
come on, don't do that. Tell the truth.
I'm gonna be fair.
Yeah.
If we're fair,
say
55.
55?
55.
55?
55.
I would say a cold 41. Same as your age. Yeah. 41.
And less than a month is gonna be
It's okay. For now it's 41. In a month it'll be 42.
Yeah.
That's our score. Yeah, for the boys. For the boys.
Well, 41 is very weak. And 55 is very weak as well. Not Walter weeks, but it's weak.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just glad we made it on the scale. We're not on the list.
We're not even.
We are the scale. Don't keep it a stack.
That's us giving us number because we're clashing with them. Maybe
do you think they lowered their score?
Maybe they think.
Maybe with that's how we don't end up on the list. Secretly, we know what we're doing.
Like maybe
publicly
because maybe because we're clashing with the boys and all them people, and we're vocal about it, and we've been doing so for a while. You know what I mean? Maybe there's they're gonna be like,
okay.
Maybe ABBA is at 10 and Preacher's at 9, so 21.
You got a higher score than me nowadays.
Isn't that 19?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You know what? I be looking at you sometimes. I be like, yo, I didn't know Preacher's so red pill.
No.
And I said that a few times. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah.
Because I used to be
more.
I used to be a 5.
Yes.
And then now I'm a 9. You're still a 10 though.
Cap. Where's my hat at? I don't have any hats. But if I found one, I'm cold up.
So a lot of these channels that are grifting to the red pill, like FD Signifier, whatever, Duke and Don, LTTV, ABBA and Preach, they're just a couple of their subscribers in the world turning against them before they're red pill. They're already red pill. They're pretending like they're not. Andrew Tate denounced the red pill, but he still does red pill content and pretends like he's not. Sneeko denounced the red pill and still running around red pill, but pretend like he's not. They don't care. If they don't like you, they don't like you. If they think you're saying some male identified shit, you're a male supremacist. As a matter of fact, if you exist and you declare yourself a heterosexual male that likes women, you, my friend, are a male supremacist. How can you not advocate to a certain degree for what you are? Think about it.
That's cappity cap. Cap.
That's not a cap.
Yeah, it don't matter. Let's pretend. Okay. It used to be you was down here and I was up here. Now I came down a little bit light, you know what I mean? Because your influence, you brought me down.
You was a 20.
No.
Got down to 10.
No, 10's the maximum. 10's
No,
the
it's
maximum.
not. It's 100.
I used to be hovering around like an 8 or a 9. Okay.
No. Oh, hell no. Out of 100,
out of 10,
I was a 30. You was at 65.
I'll take that. Let's just use out of 10, bro. This is too complicated. Okay. So you were closer to 3 or 4 back in the day. I was closer to 7, 6. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. But now, boy, you done changed.
No,
we be starting videos. You be like, yo, see, if it was a lady, and you be doing that a lot, bro.
No, but that's just
and you be like, that's female privilege. You be saying that all the time.
But that's a fact, though. There is that.
Okay, but I'm trying to say, as you try to, bring the ladies down with your male supremacy, you've gone up to like a 6 or 7. And I, because of your feminist influence on me, I've chilled out.
That's
a fact.
It's
Yeah. Take them glasses off. Get that point across. Let them see your eyes.
You can't see them. This shit is see-through, man.
It's see-through, but there's a little bit of a magnifying of it, so you look a little bit bug-eyed and shit.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yo, Abba trying to troll preach to get on the male supremacy list is hilarious. But yeah, all in all, I think that this shit is bogus. I think that this shit is crazy. Again, go back into my video that I did 2 weeks ago to look at exactly why it is bogus. But I'll say this, is that if let's say that there is a known white supremacist, right? And they agree that they are a white supremacist. If you ask them, hey, do you hate black people? They will say yes, right? Now, male supremacists, you would think would follow the same logic. For those that are determined to be male supremacists, you would think, and if they say, yes, I'm a male supremacist, they would also then say, yes, I hate women. Putting me at number 2 is absolutely nasty work. According to this, apparently, I hate women.
And y'all got to be more smarter when y'all are covering topics from people that y'all take these topics from, because y'all haven't originated some of these topics. Y'all haven't fought for anything in this space. Y'all platforms, other than this BS, which really ain't shit, has not been challenged. A lot of these dudes in these small channels in these spaces have been on these little FBI lists for years. We've been on these FBI lists for years for whatever fucking reason. As if we're controlling our army or some shit. Just because you're a male supremacist doesn't mean that you hate women. Just because you advocate for males does not mean that you hate women. Hell, if you think about it, advocating for males is literally, if you really want to peel back the layers, it's the definition of pro-life. Whether we're talking about creating life or protecting life that has already been created. Since male is at the top of the food chain and the epitome or epitome of the world in general. We support male education so that we can have Elon Musk's. We support male education and education for men so that we can engineer more efficient technology and buildings and architecture and craftsmanship and things that people enjoy and indulge in and love today. We advocate for males to protect the safe life that we all have to live, to ensure the quality of life that we have and everybody else around us. So what about us advocating for all of that stuff breeds hatred for women when they're included in male protection? We advocate for families, safe families, and males to be able to take care of the families that they create. Yes. So where in that do you hear or see hatred?
When I've said the complete opposite on this platform a multitude of times, but I guess it's what happens when you try to hold people accountable. I want to see you guys down in.
So if you can say men hate women if they're male supremacists, what does that make Margaret Sanger? What does that make women?
In the comment box down below, is this whole situation something that should be assessed in regards to First Amendment rights protection? I want to see what you guys think. I'll be checking and going through the comments, but here is where we are. Questions, comments,
So shout outs to mediocre tutorials and reviews. How comes speaking up for men is a horrible thing? How comes we get put on a list? How comes? Hatred for women. Half the guys here are trying to get women. How comes I got, even with this whole Diddy thing, let's get to this. I got a lot of weirdos that are running around the internet falling out with friends. It's not even we have a lot of weirdos that are falling out with friends over Diddy, falling out with friends over Drake, falling out with friends over Kendrick, pushing this fake, weird domestic violence advocacy. Don't ever believe a nigga that's talking about domestic violence, because now all of a sudden it exists when they want to do their content. You get put on a female supremacy list. I mean, a male supremacy list. Well, what about dykes trying to be men? Women had more of an objective and real take on this Diddy situation. Women. You got niggas here doing nothing but celebrity gossip, and they're not even good at the celebrity gossip. They're like out of touch. You got niggas critiquing Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Them niggas not even hip-hop heads. Don't even know how a record deal worked. They mad at Diddy, but can't tell you how a 360 deal works. Niggas don't know what the fuck they talking about. They're just repeating shit they hear other niggas say and putting their feelings into it. Fake ass niggas don't even protect women. Got all the smoke for men, but when a woman says some off-bar shit, nobody says nothing. These women don't get put on a fucking male supremacy list, and they dykes. These niggas will hear women and dykes say some shit, don't say nothing. Women are more violent towards women than men, beating them out with the numbers, literally. Let's see if they got something to say about this.
picking between the lesser evils.
Lesser two evils.
And they don't know how to treat
They don't. They ain't never seen good. They don't know what that
You've
look
never
like.
even seen it.
They don't even know what that look like.
You don't even know what that looks like. You don't know what it sounds like. You don't know what it feel like. No earthly idea.
I can't wait. We're going.
Hold on.
That's gonna be fun.
You know, it's always been like on my list of must-do dates.
Oh yeah.
Helicopter ride.
Helicopter. Well, here you go.
It's romantic.
You got an opportunity. Got an opportunity. I want to go mountain climbing.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Mountain climbing.
Or we can climb Mount Fiji. That's a hell of a climb.
I'm adventurous. I like to exert energy. I like to.
I can see.
Oh yeah, we're doing the skydiving thing too. Most people love abuse. That's an actual fact. I'll never forget my ex-friend always used to say that. He kept telling me women are pain freaks. Women are pain freaks. They are.
Becoming supernatural. Enjoy the Spencer.
They like pimp. They like getting pimped. They like getting abused mentally and emotionally. Thank you so much.
We do have some good afternoon drinks too.
Okay.
Chocolate martini.
Oh really?
Oh,
okay. I love chocolate martinis. They're fantastic. Actually, that's probably better than this.
Have you ever had espresso martini?
No. The more a man abuses a woman, the more she chases his ass.
Apparently, the more he abused you, the more he loved you.
All right, where them niggas at? When I said it, oh Kuda. Oh Kuda. Oh Kuda. Oh Kuda, you're wrong for saying that. Where y'all at?
They like getting abused mentally and emotionally. Thank you so much.
We do have some good afternoon drinks too.
Okay.
Chocolate martini.
Oh really?
Oh,
okay. I love chocolate martinis. They're fantastic. Actually, that's probably better than this.
Have you ever had espresso martini?
No. The more a man abuses a woman, the more she chases his ass.
Apparently, the more he abused you, the more he loved you.
Yeah.
According to their logic. Let them tell him he loves me. He's just having a bad day.
He just right.
He don't hit me all the time. He just hits me when work isn't going too well. You know what? He's actually very caring. He doesn't hit me in my mouth anymore. What? Grandmaster pick me? No, that's funny. You get a whole series tearing her ass up.
Crazy. And then women got the nerve to talk about victim blaming. Ma'am, when did you become a victim? When?
That's a genuine question. I just be running into the punches.
Croissant bread pudding. That sounds good. I don't want that though. Like I would like to take it with me, but I don't want it. I can't eat nothing.
Hold on. So you had a whole video right here of Prince Fella making fun of domestic violence. Hold on, domestic violence. Hold on, y'all. Let's look at these comments, though. I guess they found a perfect toxic match for each other. Now that's a romantic date, talking about other women being abused. She needs to show her followers that she can engage in normal conversations with her lover. I can't stand her. She has someone regurgitating and agreeing with all her talking points, and she still looks miserable. Sad. Why she sound like a parrot? So irritating for someone to repeat your every word. Also, why do Princella look hella annoyed? She's agreeing, and later she's going to be talking about how Princella mentally abused her. Unmitigated gall. She found her a parakeet. The narc I previously dealt with used to do crap like this. Get on the phone with everybody while we were hanging out and all. It's weird. Edit. These humans are despicable. Not women, but these humans, y'all. Misogynoir. No. Well, what about Miss Andre? When she starts abusing this woman, however, she abuses her. She gonna say that women asked for it and liked it. How about attending to Amaya? This is crazy. This girl, Princella, just agrees with everything P says. This girl Princella is with, agrees with everything P says. But P don't even want her ass. She trying her best. Every single time she goes live to piss her off, but it's not working. Princella is losing or have already lost interest in this girl. She will find a way to end it soon. Watch. P is an apex predator. Princella, your number one F-up is mixing business with pleasure. Don't nobody need to know about who you're with and what you're doing, especially when you know it doesn't last long. If you are truly in the military, you know this is a no-no. Or as the Army says, you are a no-go. At this station, the constant fraternizing with your students/clients is foul, Princella. You're a victim. Fiji. This is so negative, I do not see the point. Trauma bonding. A mess. Both the bad man and the bad women. Good need to start looking for good. Make statements that apply to a certain segment of women as if it applies to all women. I don't know any women who wants to be abused. You also talk as if you weren't just in a relationship with a man and bore his child. I think you really need to self-assess your talking points. You're beginning to talk like KS. Always got to blame it on the man, y'all. You people in the comments are so silly. Point out where they lied. The more men abuse, the majority of you chase them and stay. Facts. If it wasn't, the abuse would never get the opportunity to escalate. Also, your title is clickbait. Stop it. She said, thanks for watching. No one gives a fuck. These are your women. Boosie, who's whipped his girls. Check this out.
Yeah, I mean, he chased her down. I can imagine if a fight is happening and you're trying to protect yourself and something happens, but she was leaving.
Nah, that's not the bad for him chasing her down. Him kicking her on that ground, bro.
Yeah, he like kicked you like in the face or something.
Like you kick somebody in the face like you was a motherfucker.
And look at how these guys lie. Where did Cassie get kicked in the face? Where did Cassie get kicked in the face?
Again, you sick, man. A woman, bro, like you sick, bro. You sick, bro. I was pissed. I was like, damn, Diddy, you know. Like,
No, it was horrible. And from what I understand, I guess they'd gotten into a scuffle in the hotel room and he had like punched her in the face or something. So
He didn't kick her in the face. He did not kick her in the face. He kicked her in the ass twice. Oh my God. See, now this video is gonna get rated 18 again. He did not kick her in the face. I played the video 3 times. Here we go. All right. Let's do this again. Y'all be putting extras on shit. He did not kick Cassie in the face. What video are y'all watching?
We want to warn our viewers, as you did, Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day.
Where's the kick in the face?
In a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March. Jake, the lawsuit lines up with exactly what we are seeing. So let's take a look. New surveillance footage obtained
I gotta stop putting
exclusively by
extras on stuff like y'all don't have 2 eyes. Come on now.
CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows
Here
Combs
comes the yank of the hoodie.
wearing only a towel, assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed
I'll be watching too much videos.
by Ventura in November last year and settled the next.
There was no kick in the face. Y'all got to stop adding extras on it. She held her ass. She did not held her face. I just showed y'all the video. How did that look like? Oh my God. Oh, black people, 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 black people.
Next day referenced actions
Black
that
people,
seem
black
to
people,
match
black
in a
people,
hall.
black people, black people, black people, black people.
Combs wearing only a towel, assaulting his
Kick number 1, leg.
then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit
Kick number 2, ass.
filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video.
Lord have mercy.
Leaving, and he like went to go
chasing her down.
I can imagine if a fight is happening and you're trying to protect yourself and something happens, but she was leaving.
Nah, that's not the bad for him chasing her down. Him kicking her on that ground. Bro.
Yeah, he like kicked her like in the face or something.
Like you kick somebody in the face, like you was a motherfucking.
Y'all just be putting extras on
You
shit.
sick, man. A woman, bro. Like you sick, bro. You sick, bro. I was pissed. I was like, damn, Diddy, you know. Like,
No, it was horrible. And from what I understand, I guess they'd gotten into a scuffle in the hotel room and he had like punched her in the face or something. So she was leaving and he like went to go chase her. That's the story I heard. I'm not sure if it's true, but he had chased her down the hallway and then, ended up punching her, kicking her, what looked like in the face, dragging her.
Oh boy.
Then he like threw bottles at her. I don't know if you saw that part.
man, all you gotta do is restrain a woman.
That's it.
You grab them hands and hold them hands down and, you know, man. I don't think a woman can make you mad enough to do that. I don't think nothing can make you mad enough to. That was some sick shit, bro. I mean.
Not to be the aggressor like that. Yeah, I can't imagine a situation. No, I'm trying to think in my head. No, she was trying to get away. She was leaving. Let her go. I don't know what type of weird
Boosie can't say much.
Fatal attraction the two of them had. I've met Cassie before. I mean, she's pretty, but she's not like, oh my God, this is the most gorgeous woman. I'm like, okay, she's cute. You know, cute mixed girl.
I think when you do something like that, that's not the first time. You know, like that's got to be like
it's a pattern.
Yeah, it's a pattern, man. It's just like when you whoop a nigga ass, you get in a fight with niggas, and you get better and better. You get better and better. Like when you fight, you get better and better. You know, and more dangerous. You get more dangerous and you get better and better with skill, with how to do it, with how to instill fear in people, you know?
So here we go. I had to debunk him kicking her in the face. He never kicked her in the face. Never kicked her in the face, y'all. Y'all got to stop running with narratives, man. Y'all watching too much YouTube. Didn't kick her in the face, y'all. So it's cool for Princella to make these to make jokes. But anyway, no one cares about that. Y'all, hold on. Hold on. Said lead attorney did a show earlier. Let's see what lead attorney talking about. Hold on, y'all.
Lead attorney here. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Listen. Oh my God. Kevin's family and with Kevin's channel. So shout out to AV. All right, now I know we got some more super chats in here, but when y'all bless me like this, I like to get right into it. But I'll tell you now, listen. This is even for me. We saw the Cassie video. All right, I can't play it because then they'll demonetize it and everything. Let me see, Cassie Puffy Hotel.
Y'all support the show because I just to prove that point that he didn't kick her in the face. I had to. They're gonna get on my ass. They got on my ass for the last 2 videos. Y'all hit the like button and support the show. We're already 2 hours in. Coming off a marathon show. All right, we putting in work, man. Are y'all not entertained? There's too many people here. Let's get on the Cash App. Get on the likes. Share the show.
Oh. We saw what happened, didn't we? Y'all remember that hotel thing, and it looked bad. And you can't say that Puffy now is not a monster. He is. However, I mean, there's no however. He's a monster. But so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to look at this video that I made 6 months ago. And I stood on it. You know, it was fucked up. It's bad. It's bad. But if you think
no, there's a different listen. Yeah, see, this the problem with black people. Y'all gotta be precise when y'all say things. Y'all too worried about throwing the man under the bus. He didn't kick her in the face. There's a difference between getting kicked in the ass and in the face. Now, they said he hit her in the face prior to that. She had a black eye or some weird shit. I don't know. I don't see it. And it's probably true. But y'all, it's on camera. Like, what are we doing here? He didn't kick her in the face. Obviously, the man a monster, but you know, we got to keep it 100. No, I'm not saying you said that he kicked her in the face. I said I just took a damn. I'm gonna take a copyright hit because I had to show y'all that he didn't hit her in the face. We got to run around. I mean, We gotta at least put the facts out there, y'all. Can't say the man hit her in the face when he didn't on video.
That you got me. If you think you can corner me, hit the link and come up. I will say this. So many YouTubers on the
Now you got Vlad and Boosie on a video that's gonna go around and get thousands of views. And now the narrative is that he kicked her in the face. Clearly, they didn't watch the video. Clearly, half the people reporting on this shit don't watch the video. I done pointed out 4 or 5 things over the last couple of shows about that one particular video. About the bag. She only got kicked in the ass twice after getting drugged. I'm not saying that she deserved that. But that's not a 50 million ass whooping. I watch boxing, nigga. That's not a 50 million ass whipping. Javante Davis don't even get that for getting kicked in the ass twice. Obviously, y'all not tired of that Diddy shit. So watch some more.
YouTube platform, these content creators, what are their whole channels based on? Holding people accountable. Holding people accountable. Here you got a video, and I'm like, I stand with Puffy. Doesn't look good initially. So if you know any YouTubers who are big on holding people accountable, share this video. Tell them to come on in the very first smoke show. And I'll let them speak. I'm not going to cut them off, interrupt them, talk over them. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. Y'all know me. Super respectful. So they're going to have their opportunity. Now, what are we doing here, guys? Let me show you what we got. This is a video that I did. Let me just move this right here, AV, right quick so they can see. Oh, still can't see. Let's try it like this. I did this video, guys. Y'all can't really see it, but I streamed it 6 months ago.
Right, James.
6 months ago. And it was the very first video that I did on this whole Puffy situation. This video, guys, I did when
she got kicked in the butt twice.
When the complaint first hit. So y'all know Diddy's attorneys were getting contacted by Cassie's attorneys. And for 6 months, they were going back and forth on a number. I think one of the attorneys said it was 30 million. And Puffy was like, no, I'm not going to pay it. I'm not going to pay it. I'm not going to pay it. Cassie was like, all right. She filed it like on a Thursday, Friday, settle. Immediately settle. The complaint had a trigger warning on it. No attorney had ever seen that. Ever. I was amazed. It was a great idea. That's good lawyering. Thinking outside the box. So I did this video on the day that the complaint was filed. And we went through all the complaint, me and AV. And then by the next day, it was gone. It was gone. All right, so let's see what the lead is talking about. And if you want to hold me accountable, if you want to hold the lead accountable for his takes, oh my God. All right, are y'all ready? Now, I'll admit, this looks a little rough. However, I just ask for one thing, just listen. Put your intelligence caps on, your nuance caps. Don't just take the first sound bite, which sounds crazy, but just listen. All right, so let's see what the lead is working with. Let's see what he's got. All right, here we go. I haven't read the complaint. I'm about to piss y'all off. Are y'all ready? Especially the women. Are y'all ready? Women, I'm gonna say this, don't click off. You ready? I stand with Puffy. I stand with Puffy. Clip it. Go on and clip it. I'm standing with Puffy. First of all, who is this Cassie lady? I'm gonna tell you. Let's pull up a picture. Why do I
These
stand
people don't
with
know
her?
who the hell she
No,
is.
wait, not her. Him. Is this some old men-centric content? No, listen. Esperen. Wait, give me a chance. Who think that age?
And this is who Mediocre Tutorials was with, alongside Dennis Sperling, who agrees with Puffy, and alongside Kevin Samuels.
Aged appropriately. I'm getting all these comments and like, lead attorney, ha ha ha. You're on the wrong side of history. You're on the wrong side of history. Did you see the video, lead attorney? I emailed it to you 17 times. We got you, lead. We got you. All right. Hit the link. They say, oh, it didn't age well. But listen, espérense. Wait, y'all are just clipping it. Oh, it didn't age well. You didn't listen. Just listen. Guys, let me tell you something. If you don't know who I am, mucho gusto. I am the lead attorney, a 20-year attorney. I choose my words intentionally, but you got to give me a chance. It does sound fucked up, though. I stand with Puffy. Puffy kicking that girl all up and down the hallway.
You know, black people gonna put extras on everything. Niggas know the exact amount of times Dana White slapped his girl, but don't know the exact amount of times Diddy kicked Cassie. Niggas know the exact amount of times Vince McMahon did something, but don't know exact amount of times Diddy kicked Cassie. All right. Shout outs to Chris G dropping the huge $3 on the Cash App, getting the support started. Thank you, bro, for supporting Player Talk Radio. He said a little something for the Rice Fund. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man. Shout outs to Chris G for supporting the show, man. Y'all follow suit, man. Damn, giving y'all some great content this weekend. Coming off of a marathon show.
Jude, it's kind of my first time doing this, and I don't want to disappoint you or anything.
Oh, it's okay. Just do what you know.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, there's a first time for everything. Are you sure this is your first?
Oh, man, let's go. It's Player Talk Radio. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Let's go.
Let's see what the lead is talking about. Y'all know I don't wild out. Give me a chance. If you don't know who I am, mucho gusto. I am the lead attorney, a 20-year attorney in Atlanta, Georgia. Let me tell you something. Being an attorney, man, it is a calling. It is a profession. I have been extremely disappointed after all of my training, all of my experiences, and some of the things that I found out about our legal system. Snowden, when Snowden hit, your boy was down for a month. When that Snowden news came out, I couldn't believe it. Don't talk to me about Snowden. Don't even get, I shouldn't even said that because that triggers me. Guys, let me tell you something about Puffy. As of this moment, he is an innocent man. He has been now again, guys, this was 6 months ago. This is 6 months ago. All right, let's go. Convicted of nothing. He has been arrested for nothing. There's been no jury impaneled in this trial. And this, it looks like it's coming if they don't get it resolved. The United States District Court, Southern District of New York. He hasn't even filed a response yet. Can't wait for that. Guys, let me tell you something. When someone is accused of something, I am always with the accused. Until there's been something else, a conviction, something. Puffy hasn't been convicted of anything. This shit just hit yesterday. It was filed just yesterday. I'm standing with Puffy. Ugh. Okay, so let's say I'm standing with Puffy. Look, I'm looking straight at you. I'm looking straight at you. I'm standing with Puffy. Let me do this by a show of hands. Guys, I want you to hold me accountable. You think you got a 20-year attorney corner. You're like, oh, this is the first time we gonna get up in his ass. We got him, guys.
You have an appointed attorney arguing with delusional people on the internet. What a time to be alive.
Taking 3-4 years. No one has ever been able to draft a lead. Let me do this. If you think I'm on the wrong side of history, put wrong. And we haven't listened to it yet. But if you think that I was right, and standing with Puffy, put right. Oh, are you going to be afraid to write right in the chat? Or are you going to be like, Lee, you were on the wrong side of history, pimp?
Right,
were wrong. Let me see what we. This is a smoke show. Now, all you people who are wrong, who's hit the link? Who's hit the link? Nobody. Janet says wrong. T.S. Jackson's all wrong. Tough woman, wrong. I can't even pronounce this. I got the Japanese people saying that I'm right. Gina says I'm wrong. All right. E.B. Watson says I'm wrong. Oh my God. Y'all are saying I'm on the wrong side of history. Okay. Now everybody look to see who's saying wrong and then see if they hit the link. But okay. Hold me accountable. But let's see. I'm looking straight at you. I'm telling you to hold me accountable. Let's go. There's been something else, a conviction, something. Puffy hasn't been convicted of anything. This shit just hit yesterday. It was filed just yesterday. I'm standing with Puffy. Today. And you guys should be too. Ugh, that's a strong word, man. We're going to get into it. Some of y'all have read this complaint. Some of y'all like, man, Lee, you don't even want to get into it. I'm going to read it. I need some help. I need some femininity. I'm going to invite my co-host up here so she can like balance it out because y'all already see. But I ain't scared to tell you where I'm coming from. Never. You know, in this country, you are innocent until you've been proven guilty. I lived in a country where the system was the opposite. I lived in a country where you were guilty until you yourself prove your innocence. Oh, look at that. We got the women unsubscribing already. It's a smoke show. Catherine, I'm unsubscribing. Will you hit the link? And talk to me now? Don't come talk to me. Don't be scared. Y'all scared. If you scared, say you scared. Just hit the link. It's pinned to the top. Catherine, this is bullshit. I'm unsubscribing. You've lost my subscription. Maybe. Let's keep it going. Country, by the way, has a 98% conviction rate. I was arrested in that country. And I was arrested in that country for money. I know how the legal system can be weaponized. Now, if Puffy has this allegation, if we just hear this Cassandra lady say all this stuff, 100% with Puffy all the time. Ugh. Any accused. Your boy said he's 100% with Puffy. Puffy was kicking that girl down the hallway. Am I right or wrong?
He didn't even do all of that.
Guys, if y'all can't get me on this, I don't know what y'all are gonna get me on in the future, man. I said that I'm 100% with Puffy, and yet he was kicking this girl up and down the hallway. This is gonna be the easiest chance you got. If you want to get me, this is your opportunity. If we just hear this Cassandra lady say all this stuff, 100% with Puffy all the time. Any accused. If there's just an accusation, I'm always with the accused. Or if it's like this, if we have an accusation and a complaint, we have an accusation and a complaint. I'm going to read through this complaint. This complaint means nothing to me. This complaint means, I don't care what's in it. Why does this complaint mean nothing to me? Because I know that this complaint could be full of BS. Why do I know that? Anybody know why I know that? Anybody know why why I know this complaint could be full of BS? Because I've written thousands of these things. I've written these things, guys. I got the inside knowledge. Some of y'all must have forgot. I've written these things. I'll put all types of shit in these things. My perspective is a little bit different. Y'all reading this, some of y'all are like, oh, this is the Holy Grail. This is the Bible. Hell no. I've written complaints where I'm getting sucked off by the paralegal. I've written these things. Ugh. I know that there could be any type of BS in there. I have put BS in there. My clients have told me some things that I didn't necessarily believe. Do you think I spent my money to hire a private investigator to verify what my client tells me? Hell no. I got mortgages. Can you pay me my retainer? You can? All right.
And this is the law. This is the law, y'all. It's about making money, and they don't give a fuck if their client is right. Lawyers, even if they know their client in cold blood murdered somebody, they're supposed to defend them and get them off. This is the law. What are we talking about? Justice? I gotta get my bills paid. Let me put this murderer back on the street for some money. Oh yeah, and your local politician is the same way. Justice.
All right, what she say? Oh, what he do? Oh, clack, 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 clack. That's all you. Oh, she did this? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, she did that shit too. Oh. I'll put some bullshit in there. We all will. Guys, I don't know what to tell you about attorneys. I don't want to pull the covers back. Attorneys got mortgages. We're trying to get paid. Don't let me get to telling y'all the real deal. We're gonna go through this, and my screen recorder went. We're gonna go through this. We're gonna go all through it. But don't you think for a second that every word in here is true. Because I've written these things. And what's in these things are what you tell us. This attorney did not go back and verify all of the facts of this complaint. This attorney wasn't there. This attorney knows, hey man, I get my 33%. That's what this attorney knows. He might not know what happened at the club. This attorney might not know what happened in the bedroom.
So I think what he's walking y'all down to is something that I told y'all. Y'all don't even listen to me because y'all listen to like 4 or 5 other people doing the same type of content. So I got to say this a billion times. All right. That tape probably came out after this was after Diddy Diddy knows that tape existed, but that tape probably wasn't even mentioned in this thing. That tape probably came out after. Like the legal team, the lawyer, all her legal team and stuff like that. They didn't have access to that tape. This is something that came out after they settled. That's my prediction. Because I've reported on stories like this for years. Not like y'all give a fuck. Y'all just go ahead and watch somebody else talk about this and then claim I said some shit I didn't. Y'all don't know how to decipher who said what. That's how much content y'all watch. Y'all hit the like button and support the show. 2 hours and 31 minutes into the madness. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. My prediction is that the lawyers and the legal team saw that tape after the settlement. Because if they had access to it, she probably would have got more. She got dragged by her hoodie twice and got 2 kicks to the ass. That's what happened on that tape. She got dragged by her hoodie and got 2 kicks to the ass.
This attorney might not know what happened in the kitchen. This attorney know about the 33%. That's what this attorney know about. I'm standing with Puffy on this one. Ugh. He's the accused. No conviction, no nothing. Now, let me be real. Listen up. Let me listen. There's the lead attorney. All right. But then there's me as a person. If you have an accused just yapping, oh, Puffy did this, Puffy did that, not believing him, period, off the rip. Not believing him. I don't believe. What happens if you've got the accused yapping and the accused files a complaint? Oh, they filed a complaint in court. Oh, look at this. We're asking for a jury trial. We've done a jury trial demand. Well, lead attorneys, does that make you feel any different? No. Can't tell you how many times.
He's not supposed to believe it. He knows behind it. The majority of y'all are listening to the lead attorney because y'all want to. This is like free consultant for y'all. Y'all want a free consultant. Oh, speaking of consultants, shout outs. I didn't know the other day. Shout outs to my bro. I don't know if you're listening to the show. I'm gonna tag you in it. Travel Boss 619. Thank you for purchasing my audio book. I'm gonna throw in a bonus for you. I got you. Give me 1 second. When the show goes off, I'm gonna tag you. Thank you for purchasing the audio book and sending me that email. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. All right, let's get it.
Times I've asked for a jury trial. I'm not believing you. I'm standing with Puffy.
Standing with Puffy.
What if you got the accused, the accusator, right? The accuser. What if you got them yapping?
Shout outs to Travel Boss 619. My bad.
And you got a complaint. And you got a video. This was 6 months ago, guys. We in America, the land of the free, home of the brave. And Puffy has not been convicted of anything. But if this lady got a video, I'm like, Puffy, you know. Guys, I hope you see. I'm trying to be reasonable. Does this lady have a video? This was 6 months ago. I didn't know. I promise you, I'm not tied in with the feds. I didn't know anything about a damn video where she's getting punted down the hallway. I'm saying, listen, if a woman is coming out accusing somebody, it doesn't faze me. If she files a complaint, it doesn't faze me. I've written so many complaints. I've written complaints getting sucked off by my paralegal. I've written these things. I'm not impressed by a complaint. But if you got an accuser, a complaint, and a video, this was 6 months ago, guys. I promise I'm not tied in with the feds. High Value Man did not slide me a copy of this damn Cassie video. How was I to know? But I've been around a long time. I've been doing this, guys, my entire adult life. This is the only thing that I've dedicated my entire adult life to do. I got a little experience.
There's more to it.
Let's see what the lead talking about. But if this lady got a video, I'm like, Puffy, you know. Guys, I hope you see. I'm trying to be reasonable. If you come to me with Puffy violating this girl in 4K, Puffy's gonna be like, well, I haven't been convicted yet, lead. I'm like, listen, don't have me on your jury. I done seen the videos. I'm trying to give you guys the real deal, how maybe you should look at this case. It can't be, guys, you know, video's a video. I've seen a lot of bad videos in my day. But I haven't seen a video in this case. 6 months ago. I say, well, lead attorney, there's no videos. What photographs do? I mean, I've seen some bad photographs, man. Can they be doctored? Yeah. What about your girl, Amber Heard, putting on rouge and blush and all that shit? It can be doctored. Who knows what Midjourney will do? But I want to make this clear from the very beginning. We're going to go through this stuff and we're going to treat it with sensitivity. But I want you to know where I'm coming from. I haven't seen Nan video. I haven't heard Nan audio.
All right, there's more to it, which I think he's going to get into. Like I said, it's called being thorough. That's what I'm saying. We can't say things that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Not going in on the brothers, but you know what I'm saying? If you say Diddy kicked her in the face, nah, you can't say that. Look at the video again. That wasn't a kick to the face. Okay? A lot of y'all just saw the violence and just was like, oh, yeah, close the book. No, you got to be specific. Or like what niggas say, Pacific. So you got to be thorough. I don't have the luxury as the audience to say, oh, man, I could just put out some false information. No, if I say some false shit, I'm fucked up in the game. I got to say allegedly. I gotta be a little bit more thorough than the average man telling y'all or bringing y'all certain content because this is going on the record. You're not being recorded. I am. With all due respect, no one cares if you lied in the chat room or on a panel or whatever. But as a channel holder, YouTube cares, the other people care, whoever's gonna strike the channel or whatever, they care. I don't have the luxury a lot of niggas in this space do. 2 hours and 39 minutes. You can support the show at $PTV 888. That's $PTV 888. That's dollar symbol P TV 888. Let's get it.
Nan. I'm from Atlanta. I haven't seen Nan photograph. Let me tell it. The only thing I see is this. Let me tell it.
So
Am I saying that Puffy is innocent?
Because I think I know where he's going with this.
Yes. Ugh. Today.
Today.
He's innocent today. 6 months ago. Mañana?
No one seen it.
Who knows? Today, with no photo, no audio, no video, not even his side of the story. We haven't even heard his side of the story. Today, I'm with Puffy today. Didn't age well. Goddess of Spirit says, sorry, Lead, you're not making any sense. 30 million was paid in 24 hours of the filing. What's wrong?
Arguing with a lawyer. That's wild. Some random onlooker. I seen it. He did it.
What's wrong with Goddess? What is Goddess not picking up? Does anybody know what Goddess is not picking up?
And then y'all don't even get it. He's sitting up here holding himself accountable. That means he knows something that y'all onlookers don't know, and y'all still still gonna fall into it because we don't care about domestic violence. We just care about Diddy. You can't see past anything. He knows something that I swear to God, black people are some of the most dumbest people on the planet. We got some of the most smartest people, but I swear to God, it's us. They're some of the most dumbest people on the planet, man. I don't even see clips of white people going through this shit, man. This is ridiculous.
She says, how can you be with Puffy when he settled the case within 24 hours? Goddess of Spirit doesn't realize that I made this video before the settlement. I made this video before High Value Man leaked that damn Cassie video. Right? It's timing.
Bro, still not in jail.
Let's go. Calling it like I see it. All right. Regina B says there are videos out there. Well, I ain't seen them. If you show them to me, listen, man, R. Kelly peeing on that girl. Hey, man, what do you want? I haven't been convicted yet. I saw you peeing on her, man. Come on. Come on, man. I'm reasonable. R. Kelly, your dick is out. Come on. But I just want to set the stage of where I'm coming from. All right. We are going to read through this complaint. I'm going to have my co-host come up here. She going to help me break it down. Shout out to boy. Y'all know I never read the chat, but every now and then I look over and be blessed. Shout out to Mona. What Mona say? Goddamn. Somebody put Mona in the chat. Somebody said, believe all women lead. Shout out to Mona D. Mona D staying on code. It's the sisterhood. Right? Somebody put Mona D in the damn chat. This is what we talking about. We're gonna get into it. Let me give me 1 second. Let me how do I do this? Let me invite. All right, let's stop it right there, guys. Am I still all right? Now I'm gonna ask you the same question. Put wrong if I'm on the wrong side of history. This was 6 months ago. Now that you've heard my initial argument, but right, if at the time I was looking at things correctly. Now, it is undisputed to me. Has Puffy been convicted? No. Has he been tried? No. Has he been arraigned? No. Has he been arrested? No. But there's a video. So the court system hasn't labeled him guilty. But, a video, shout out to Law RN. We saw R. Kelly peeing on that girl. Now that there's more evidence, what are we talking about, guys? What are we talking about? Let me show you something. And to kind of put some sauce on it, Cassie came out with a post. What did she say? Let's take a look and see what Cassie talking about with her 10.5 million subscribers. Check this out. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Cassie got on
right,
Instagram. She says, this is Cassie with her 10.5 million. She says, thank you for all of the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. Would a man ever say this line? The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe. Would that ever occur to a man? To phrase it like that, that's interesting phrasing. My younger self can settle in, nestle in, and feel safe. Beautiful. Poetry. But this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. The all caps. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. Listen up. My only ask is that, all caps, everyone, open your heart to believing victims the first time. Believe victims the first time. Was she right? Was she right? Should we believe victims the first time? Now she writes this right after right after High Value Man on Deck leaked that dang intercontinental footage of her getting kicked down the hallway. So it kind of seems like 1 + 1 = 2. It kind of seems like, how can you dispute what she's saying? The one law, Lo-Fi, says in this case, yes, you should believe the victim the first time. Is that even true?
Hell no.
Is that even true? Look at the circumstances. Did she help you believe her? Did she go to the cops? How long was she with this man? A decade? He threatened her. Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. So all them people talking to me, go after lead attorney. Don't put me in no more of your thumbnails. Go after lead attorney. I'm just a regular man. You got a lawyer now defending Diddy. Go after him. Don't go after me. Go say something about him. Call into his show. He want the smoke. Diddy. How long you know? How passionate are you about domestic violence? Diddy.
She was brave and courageous in filing the lawsuit. Yes. Would she would have been brave and courageous and breaking free and calling the cops? She would have been brave and courageous then as well. You can be brave and courageous for a lot of things. And as a 20-year attorney, I have seen women show up battered and bruised at the police office, at the police department. I've seen women with busted lips show up at my office. And we go down to the parking lot and I drive to the courthouse and they're following me to file a TPO. I know about women being brave and courageous. I get out of my car, she gets out of her car, and she goes to the back seat and unstraps the twins. And it's me, her with a bloody fucking lip, and the twins walking into court. I know about women being brave and courageous. But Cassie takes it a step further and says, my only ask is that everyone open up your heart to believing victims the first time. And let's do something, guys. I'm going to show you, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering, there's no woman in the back. Everybody who said I was on the wrong side of history, every one of you fuckers that said I'm on the wrong side of history, none of you are in the back. None of you have hit the link. None of you want to hold me accountable. Y'all had all this stuff to say in the chat. Wrong lead, wrong, take the L, lead, take the L. Y'all are in the comment section of this video. This age like milk. You're on the wrong side of history. Where you at? I'm right here. Where are you at? Are y'all brave and courageous? It's me. I'm not going to wild out. If you think you're right and I'm wrong, call me out. Hold me accountable. That's all you got to do. Let's do this. Let me show you guys how they teach law students to analyze statutes. And we're going to analyze what Cassie said here.
Well, she can't say much. She can't mention him and he can't mention her. So
there's still nobody in the dang back. If you're scared, say you're scared. I wonder if I can copy and paste this. Hold up. I cannot copy and paste it. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to analyze this statement. We're really going to break it down. Y'all are going to be my little law students today. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. All right, what does this mean? Let's get to the real nitty-gritty. Let me show you how law professors teach us to do this. Only ask is that everyone open your heart. We can just take this part out.
You don't got to do all.
Let's just change this to believe.
Actually, straightforward.
Say this is a statute. How do you do it? What's the rule? This is the rule. The rule is believe victims the first time. So what's the first action that you have to do? You have to believe. Now, who do you have to believe? You have to believe victims. And then when should you believe victims? The first time. Now, let me ask you guys. If you agree with this, put agree in the chat. If you do not agree with this, put I do not agree. What do you think? This is the rule that Cassie, that what was that girl? Not Allison Morissette, the one who came, Alyssa Morano. Alyssa, what was her name? Alyssa Morano. She's the one who kind of coined the phrase believe all women. Man, this is like 50-50 here. We got a lot of agrees and a lot of disagrees. Guys, I have a question. Listen, this is for everybody. This is for the 2,000 people in here. Y'all see all the agrees. I have a question for you now. Put the number of people who say they agree that have also hit the link to come talk to me. Guess the number. Put the number. Everybody who said I was wrong. Everybody who said they're going to hold me accountable. All the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who say they agree with this. Is it 12? Is it 30? How many people have hit the link to come in the back and talk to me directly? Is it 16 people back here? How many people are back here? They believe. They believe so much. They are so brave. They are so courageous. They want to protect the women and the children. They're so brave. Where are they at? Just scroll up and see how many people said they agree. And then ask these people if they've hit the link. What's the right answer? Oh, let's put 0. 0. I'm unsubscribing. Do you want to hit the link before you go? I do not. Okay. Bye. Right? So now, let's talk about this. What does it mean? All right, now, believe. This is the rule. The rule is believe victims the first time. Half of you guys agree with this. So let's see what we're really talking about. What does believe mean? Now, this is an interesting choice of words. She could have said, be open to the possibility. She could have said, so instead of saying believe victims the first time, she could have said be open to the possibility that the victim's narrative the first time is correct. She could have said, listen carefully and empathetically. She could have said, listen carefully and empathetically to the victims the first time. Could I have gotten on board with this rule? Listen carefully and empathetically to victims the first time. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can get behind that. Nothing wrong with that. She could have said, take seriously, which is a little softer than believe, but take seriously the victims the first time. I can get behind that. But damn, forget the listening, forget being empathetic, forget taking seriously. No, we're going all the way to believe. Believe them. Not think that they're right. Not even giving them the benefit of the doubt. She could have wrote that bullshit. She could have said,
he's walking you down. He's walking you down. But it makes no sense because he's preaching to idiots. He's walking y'all down because the thing is that he knows that once stuff like this gets to the court, lawyers and attorneys and plaintiffs and defendants lie. God damn. Y'all need your hands held with every goddamn thing. Motherfuckers lie. All of this shit don't mean nothing until it gets to court. And now we got to start seeing who's lying and who's not. And if the victim should be believed and if they're lying. People just don't got shit to do, I guess.
she could have said, give the benefit.
3 hours into the madness. Support the show. You can support the PayPal. I got the credentials in the link scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can support via PayPal. You can support via Cash App. Giving y'all some good game, man. Too many slow people reporting on this story, man.
Of the doubt. 2 victims the first time, which to me is still crazy. But no, forget giving the benefit of the doubt to the victims. No. You need to believe. Let's analyze what she's saying. Believe them. Now, this is interesting, and this is how they teach us in law school. I'm taking y'all to law school today. Victims. Interesting word. Not one woman in the back. Not one.
You're a victim.
What is
There we go, CSI.
What is a victim? A guy goes home. He gets in a fight at work. Really pissed off. He gets sent home and he's suspended without pay for a week. Before he goes home, he goes to the liquor store, buys some whiskey. He's in his pickup truck in the parking lot drinking the damn whiskey. Drives home drunk, opens the door. In the house is his wife and the 2 babies, the twins. He comes in and he's screaming about his day. His wife looks at him and says, listen, I just put the babies down. Can we talk, like whisper? He goes berserk. She's not working. They got new twins. They got bills. They're behind on anything. And he's been sent home for a week. Loses it. Starts going all in on her face. Punching her in the head.
When the hell does this happen?
She runs, grabs the girls, runs outside, jumps in the car and drives away. Where did she drive? To my office. I'm like, lady, why are you here? You need to go to the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. We don't have health insurance. We can't afford it. I was like, where is this guy? He's at home. You need to be separated from him. There needs to be a cooling off period. He needs to get out of the house. at least for a time. Because he's hitting on you. Who knows what's going to happen to these girls? We're going to go to the courthouse.
Not to the police.
I'm going to help you file a temporary protective order against this man. Do you have car seats in your car? I can drive. I can ride with you. You cannot ride with me. Get your keys. Meet me in the parking lot. Just follow me down to the courthouse. Is this lady, when she steps out of the car in the courthouse parking lot and she's bleeding, doesn't want to go to the hospital, doesn't want to go to quick care, she's bleeding, is she a victim? Cassie says, believe the victims. What is a victim? Put yes if you think she's a victim. Put no if you think she's not a victim. Is she a victim? Now, a victim of what? Cassie doesn't tell us. But, you know, she did say domestic violence in another part. Most of y'all are saying, all right, most of y'all are saying yes. Some of y'all are saying, where's the proof? Guys, she's bleeding. I say that she is a victim. She's a victim. This is even interesting, guys. Let's say 25% of y'all are saying she's not a victim. How do you even know? Cassie says, believe the victims. Who determines if you're a victim? Do I determine it? Do you determine it? Does she determine it? Who determines if she's a victim? B. Hillboy says, I don't care if she's bleeding. What if she lies? Miss B. Carter says, yes, she's a victim. Jaleesa says, yes, she's a victim. Emmy says, no, she's not a victim. So who decides who is a victim? We're starting to see some problems. Believe victims the first time. I'm going to say she's a victim. Scenario number 2. Different woman, different age. 21 years old. She's at a frat party. Blonde hair, blue eyes, you know what the deal is. She's drinking. She's not drunk, but you know, got a little buzz, She's hanging with Chad. Chad is 6'4", 220 pounds.
All right, where do people calling him a Diddy defender? See, you're making up scenarios to defend Diddy.
21 as well. He's a jock. And Chad leads her to the back room and she's excited. Like, hey, man, you know, I know your family. I know you got it. I can just believe, Chad, you got a trust fund in the back. Look at your blonde hair, Chad. Look at your blue eyes, Chad. You're 6'4" with a trust fund. My mama told me to go to college to get a husband. Chad, you're looking like husband material. So they're on Millage Ave in the frat house, bunch of rooms in the frat house. Frat house, $4 million way back in the day. Who knows what it's worth now? On UGA campus. A lot of people are there, but they're the only ones in the room. Yes, and they're talking and drinking. And then drunk, you know, in his head, he's like, all right, like, time to make my move. I've done this so many times.
Come on now.
Leans over, starts kissing her, and then she's kissing back, and they're good. But she can feel Chad's got a little bit of muscle on him. She can feel the strength a little bit when he grabs her. So they're kissing, and he takes her head while they're kissing, and he puts it down to his crotch. And she leaves her head there.
You're a victim.
And with her head there, he reaches and starts unbuckling his belt. And she's like, oh no. No. I don't, you know, I don't think I want to do this because I don't know where this is going to lead. If it's just a blowjob, you know, maybe, but You know, I don't want to have sex. I'm on my period. I got to get a damn tampon. You know, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. If it's just gonna be a blowjob, maybe, but I don't. This could lead to some fucked up shit. So many people are here. Somebody could just walk in the room like, I don't want to do this. This is what she's thinking. She says nothing. Her head is just there in the crotch as he is taking off his belt. He unbuckles the belt, unbuttons the pants. You hear that zipper come down. She's like, fuck. I don't want to do this. What's the problem? She's Chad is 6'4". She's 5'3". She's like, if I say no, this could go wrong. I can't defend myself. He can overpower me. He can take it. A blowjob really might be the easiest way to go, because if he beats me up, I could lose my life. And she's petrified. It doesn't even occur to her to call anybody. She's like a deer in headlights. There are people around, but not in the room. She could scream. Someone would come in. She's like a mannequin. She's just frozen in fear. 4 seconds later, Chad's dick is out. Erect. Waiting. She doesn't move. Chad notices she's not moving. Takes her head, puts it basically in her mouth and starts, and then she's there. 7 minutes later, boom, all in her mouth, orgasm. She's petrified. Chad kind of rolls her to the side, gets up, because there are people around, unzips up. It's like, hey, you know, leads her out of the room. 2 minutes later, they're downstairs. Chad looks over. The girl is gone. An hour later, she's in her room and she's crying. That is not what she wanted to happen. She's crying. Is she a victim? Put yes if you think she's a victim of sexual assault. Put no if you think she's not a victim of sexual assault. Because what does she do the next day? Goes to the police department and files charges for a sexual assault. She didn't want it. There was no part of her that wanted it. Miss Bacha says, yes, she's a victim. He overpowered her. He's 6'4", 225. She's 5'3", 118. Miss Baggett says, of course she's a victim. She didn't want nut in her mouth. Do y'all see the and this is how they teach us in law school. Do y'all see the complications? What she says, believe victims. Who are we even believing? What is a victim? Who determines victimhood? If Miss Bataya determines victimhood, we're all fucked. If this lady right here determines who's a victim, we're all fucked. At no point did this lady verbally say, hey, I'm uncomfortable in this situation. She was just petrified. She was scared, reasonably so in her mind. Chad's thinking, oh, this girl's cool. Let's run it. I hope Miss Battaglia doesn't have any sons.
I was just about to say, you better make sure you don't have no sons.
Because she's not going to understand the world that her sons is facing. She doesn't understand that her sons are possible victims of a Miss Battaglia.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Miss Battaglia doesn't understand that her sons are possible victims of a Miss Battaglia. Miss Battaglia, I don't give a shit. I ain't got no kids. Burn up all the men. Just, I ain't got no kids. What Cassie says to believe a victim. Who is a victim? What is a victim? Who determines a victim? Does the man determine the victim, or does the woman determine the victim? Does the judge determine the victim? Who determines? Guys, put in the chat. Do the police? Put in the chat. Who do you think determines a victim? Put in the chat. Who determines? Cassie is telling you to believe all victims. Who determines who's the fucking victim? Put in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who determines it? Society? Who? God? Who determines? And listen, shout out to Miss Battaglia because she is she's standing on her square. She says the person being victimized.
Hey guys.
That's circular reasoning. Who decides who's a victim? Oh, the victim. Oh, okay, Ms. Battaglia. Okay. Who decides who's the victim? The victim. That's not circular at all. That's clear as day. Who decides? Right? All right. So somebody said the jury. Somebody said the jury.
Oh, there's a lot of idiots out here, man.
Jarek said Huff and the jury. What's the problem with what Jarek says? You would think this is reasonable. Let me ask you this. Jarek Huff says a judge and the jury decides who's a victim. Well, let me ask you, Jarek, is Cassie a victim? Is Cassie a victim? You tell me a judge and you tell me a jury that have deliberated and heard evidence in court and now have determined that Cassie is a victim. Tell me which judge, tell me the jurisdiction, tell me the courthouse that a judge impaneled 12 members of the community to come in and listen to all the evidence, and they have decided that Cassie is a victim. Is Cassie a victim, Jarek? According to your definition, no. We saw what happened to her at the Intercontinental. You are saying that Puffy kicking Cassie all up and down those hallways, she's still not a victim yet because the judge and the jury haven't decided. Again, another one with this circular logic. Who decides if you're the victim? The victim is the one who determines if they've been victimized. This really is the most idiotic. Why is what Mustafa is saying idiotic? Does anybody know? Is it idiotic too strong? I need to be nice to y'all. Y'all haven't went to law school. What's wrong with this? The victim decides. What if I decided that Oprah came to my house and sucked me off against my will and now I want $1 billion? Mustafa, does Oprah have to pay me? I've decided it. Mustafa, according to you, the victim decides.
This is elementary, y'all.
I have decided that I'm the victim. I've decided that Oprah, who I've never met in my life, I've decided that she came over and sucked me off against my will. Is that the rule? Mustafa, what if some girl 7 years ago decided that you did something to her? What if she's low on the rent and she's got a flat tire with a damn donut on it and she needs a cool $5,000? Get back on her feet. So whatever happened to Mustafa? Is he got a good job? I bet I can shake him down for $5,000. Sues you for $250,000. Just give me $5,000. I'll let it go away. She's decided that you did it. Is she a victim of yours, Mustafa? Is this girl who needs $5,000? Is she your victim? Cassie tells us to, what's the rule? Believe victims the first time. Mustafa sexually assaulted this girl and we believe her the first time. We believe that Mustafa is an animal. He's a goddamn monster. Why? Oh, because she said it. She said it. Guys, the link is pinned to the top. None of y'all fuckers are back here. Where are the women at? Where are the women? Where are the men? Mustafa's a man. Mustafa, you can hit the link if you want to defend your position.
Your audience is dumb.
You fucking monster. That's what she said, not me. She needs the 5,000.
He literally walking y'all down.
Who decides, guys? Who decides? 2,000 people in here, not one person has hit the link. The victims decide if they're victims. It's ridiculous. We don't know. We don't know. You know, a few of y'all are saying, a few of y'all have said this. Let me just find one right quick if I can pull it up. A few of y'all. Let me find it. A few of y'all have said, who decides? I'm going to tell you who decides. A few of y'all have said, why can't I find it? Y'all have been, a few of y'all have gotten, I've said this word. Starts with an E. I can't find it now. Let's go with Shelb. Shelb says evidence decides. Evidence decides. Now, what's the problem with this? What's the problem with this? Shelb says evidence decides.
This nigga's audience is dumb as fuck.
For evidence, you really need some type of investigation. That's what evidence really is. But you can say evidence, you could say proof. Of all the things on here, I would most likely go with the Shelby rule.
Right.
I said Shelby, it's Shelb. What did I say 6 months ago?
Video proof.
Does anybody remember what I said on this 6
That's still not the
months ago?
smoking gun, y'all.
Shout out to High
No,
Value Man on Deck. Let me show you guys something. What did I say 6 months ago?
Video proof. Why is this audience this dumb?
Let's see if I can find
my co-host up here is the lead attorney.
All right. Everybody listen up. Listen to what I said 6 months ago on the day that Puffy's complaint was filed. Before he dismissed it, after he filed it, listen to what I said 6 months ago. Accused, no conviction, no nothing. Now, let me be real. Let me, there's the lead attorney, all right? But then there's me as a person. If you have an accused just yapping, oh, Puffy did this, Puffy did that, not believing him, period, off the rip. Not believing him.
You can't.
What happens if you've got the accused yapping and the accused files a complaint? Oh, they filed a complaint in court. Oh, look at this. We're asking for a jury trial. We've done a jury trial demand. Well, lead attorney, does that make you feel any different? No. Can't tell you how many times I've asked for a jury trial. I'm not believing you. I'm standing with Puffy. Ugh. I'm standing with Puffy. Now, what if you got the accused, the accusator, right? The accuser. What if you got them yapping and you got a complaint and you got a video? Now, we in America, the land of the free, home of the brave. And Puffy has not been convicted of anything. But if this lady got a video, I'm like, oh, Puffy, you know. Guys, I hope you, I'm trying to be reasonable. If you come to me with Puffy violating this girl in 4K, Puffy's gonna be like, well, I haven't been convicted yet, lead. I'm like, listen, don't have me on your jury. You know, I done seen the videos. Guys, let me ask you a question. What are videos? This is 6 months ago. The video just came out like a week ago. I swear to God, I did not know about this video. But I said, if you show me a video, Puffy, you don't want me on your jury. I'll put you in prison for life. If the video's fucked up, what is the video? What is Shelp? It's evidence / proof / corroborating something. Now, is that always going to be the case? Can videos be doctored? Can photos be doctored? Can a woman give herself a black eye and a bloody lip? Yes, yes.
Videos just half the story. Stupid.
What's one of the best forms of evidence? Does anybody know? Starts with a C.
Niggas up here trying to be judged.
What's one of the best
don't even know how court
forms
works.
of evidence any prosecutor could have? Does anybody know? It starts with a C. If you got this form of evidence,
it's gonna be a hard day in hell for his lawyers.
You've made it. Shout out to Michael, very first person to get a confession. A confession. I did it. Young white boy confessed to killing his father. His father disappeared. The investigators had him in the room for like 9 hours or something, 12 hours. You killed your father. You killed your father. This just happened. I just saw it today. He confessed to killing his father. His father disappeared. What was the problem?
They didn't have no evidence till he confessed.
3 weeks later, his father walked back in. I'm here. Why did he confess? Because those cops made him confess.
Oh, they pressured him.
They told him over and over again that he killed his father. They told him that because his father was dead and he was going to go to prison for life, they would have to put down his dog. Do you know what these fucking investigators did? They went and got the dog. They went and got the dog, brought the dog into the interrogation room, and told that young man to tell his dog goodbye for the last time.
Oh, he confessed to save his dog.
The guy was crying. He was hysterical. He didn't know what to do. He was ripping his clothes. He's like, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. I got it. You're going to kill my dog? What? Maybe I did kill him. I guess I did kill him. I killed him. He sued the police department in the county and won almost $1 million based on the tactics that they used to get the confession. If you can't believe a confession all the time, you can't believe a video all the time. You can't believe a photo all the time. You can't, a recording, audio can be doctored.
I don't know why he's trying to convince a pack of idiots. With all due respect, I got one of the most smartest audience on the planet, but you're trying to convince a pack of idiots that can't even get over their hatred for somebody that they don't even know. And with that said, I'm not going to spend another minute doing free content. Thank you, everybody that came out. It's Player Talk Radio. I appreciate everybody that hit the like button. Shout outs to everybody that subscribed to the channel. We out. Peace.